wake up. It's so great to be in a place, Nole Fan 624 says, where we're talking about playoffs, possible national title appearance after these rough past few years. Thanks for getting us through the dark times. Now there's light.
There is.
If you had to decide the fate of the program for the next few years and had these options, what would you prefer? Option 1, national title appearance in 23, potential to win it all, but the next 3 years, 7, 8-win seasons, possibly being in the conversation for a playoff one of those years. Or would you take 4 straight top 10 seasons where you never win the national title? Thanks for all the coverage and great content. Go Noles.
It's because I've lived it with the Braves and honestly with Florida State in the 90s. I like 90. Like, wouldn't you rather? It was still pretty cool to be a Florida State fan from, let's say, 87 to 92, or from 94 to 98. That was still fun, even though they didn't end up winning a national championship any of those years. So I would always vote for that. Always.
14, 15, and 16 weren't bad years either. But I don't know, man. Just
right?
the fact that you – so we're going to go 4 years. I mean, you're telling yourself right now 4 years, no shot, or possible shot next year. But then if you don't, you're going to have 7 – I don't know if 8 wins to 10 wins. I mean, that is a significant –
But in the context of the question, you don't know in December of 2026 we're not winning this national championship.
No, that's just the thing. You're getting 4 straight top 10s. That's it, and you're not going to win a national title.
But
that's your
that's
ceiling.
just how it. But you're looking at it in 2028, like looking back at it, like it turned out that way. But in the moment, you're going to be really excited. Like, man, we're in the playoffs again. We got a shot to win this thing again, and then it doesn't work out. But it was still a fun ride.
Yeah.
That's how I look at it. It was still a fun ride. Number one, trust me, I hate to be a pragmatist here and business-oriented, but for business's sake,
right,
if they're in the top 10 for the next 4 years, sign me up right now. And I just think that the journey as a Braves fan, getting to enjoy all those wins, it's agony when you lose. It makes the losses tougher. But, man, winning, it's just so much more fun to cheer for a relevant team that's in the conversation. Florida State in the 90s was so much more fun than, obviously Florida State from 15 to 19 or however. But it just was, man. I would say, I'm not going to say, no, I wouldn't say that because they were still good in 15 and 16. But let's say it was Florida State won a national championship in 15.
Yeah.
I would not want to. 15, 16, 17, and 16, 17, and 18 all played out the same way. I think you'd much rather prefer the 4 years where you're really good the whole time.
Oh.
I just think it's better for your mental health. Like watching a team struggle, a team that was once great, all of a sudden limp to 6 wins or 4 wins or 3 wins. It's soul-sucking. But being relevant and in contention is always fun.
All right, you win.
Could be wrong, though.
Yeah, I mean, you make the playoffs. 4 straight years of making the playoffs.
Disappointment.
Or 3 of them at least, for sure.
Yeah.
Because, think about it. Imagine if they would have lost to Florida and Oklahoma this past year. How do you feel about this past year? That's 8 wins.
Yeah.
Not that fun. Not that fun.
Oh, so I think you're on my side.
Yeah, no, I think so.
Good.
I think so. I mean, again, you're a national title appearance. You're TCU. Like, how good does TCU feel right now? I'm not that you're going to get blown out by 50-something points, but do we feel great about Tennessee? Like, we made it back there with our backup quarterback, but then it's like, man, that Tennessee loss, that hurt. The loss to Oklahoma, that hurt.
Yeah.
Runner-up.
No, they're painful. They're very painful losses. That's the problem when you get good again. Is the losses hurt twice as much. And if you're a Braves fan like I am, and those losses in October can really sting. Florida State fan, those losses to Miami, clearly in the 90s, really stung. But, man, you still get to enjoy all those sweet, sweet dubs.